So we are just discussing the important questions of chapter agriculture. So in the same sequence, today we are going to just discuss the long answer type questions. So question is, name the two most important staple food crops in India. Mention the geographical conditions required for their growth. Answer is, the two most important staple food crops in India are rice and wheat. Then we have to also mention the geographical condition which is required for the growth of rice. So, rice require high temperature which is above 25 degrees Celsius. It requires high humidity for its growth and then also require annual rainfall which is above 100 centimeter. Once again, the geographical condition which is required for the growth of rice: high temperature which is above 25 degrees Celsius, high humidity for its growth, and then also annual rainfall which is above 100 centimeter. Then the geographical condition which is also required for the growth of wheat. The first is, because it is a rabi crop and need cool growing season, so it requires bright sunshine at the time of ripening, and it also requires 50 to 70 centimeter of annual rainfall well distributed over the growing season. So it's need cool growing season, है ना, bright sunshine at the time of ripening, and require 50 to 70 centimeter of annual rainfall. Next question is, suggest any five measures to enhance the agricultural production in India. So agriculture is an important economic activity in our country. I would like to suggest the following measures to enhance the agricultural production in India. You can also use or add some other points also. So like instead of concentrating only on rice or wheat, the food crop with a better growth potential in that particular area must be encouraged. Each district and block can be made self-sufficient in agricultural productions if the government provide proper agricultural infrastructure, irrigation facilities, electricity, etc. Loans can be provided at lower interest rate to cultivators. Then the use of latest technique can be encouraged. Then again, like only on concentrating like rice and wheat, the food crops with a better growth potential in that particular area must be encouraged. This one is also very important. Then uh, attracting foreign investment in agriculture and also free trade in grains will not only increase agricultural production but will also create, just like a massive employment and reduce poverty in rural areas. As we all know the condition of employment and poverty in India, so if we attract foreign investment in agriculture or in India, so it will also create a massive employment for and also reduce poverty in rural areas. Then farmers should diversify their cropping pattern from cereals to high value crops. Okay, next, mention the geographical conditions required for the growth of cotton along with any four cotton producing states. So, in this question, you have to mention first of all the geographical condition which is required for the growth of cotton. Then you have to also mention the four cotton producing states. So first of all, we have to discuss the nature of the crop. So it is a type of kharif crop. India is believed to be the original home of the cotton plant. The geographical condition required for the growth of cotton are as follows. Cotton grows in the drier part of the black cotton soil of Deccan Plateau. Cotton needs high temperature, light rainfall, 210 frost free days, and bright sunshine for its growth. The spelling of frost, there it is written forest, but it's frost. It requires 6 to 8 months to grow. Like if we talk about geographical conditions required for growth, then you have to mention it grow in a drier part like Deccan Plateau. Then it needs high temperature, light rainfall, 210 frost free days, and bright sunshine for its growth. Then it also required 6 to 8 months to grow. Then major cotton producing states are Maharashtra, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh and Karnataka. Yes. So next question is, just distinguish between primitive subsistence farming and intensive subsistence farming. So following are the differences between both, like primitive subsistence farming and intensive subsistence farming. So first of all, we are just start with primitive. So it is practiced on small patches of land. Then if we talk about intensive, then it is practiced in area of high population pressure on the land. Second point of primitive subsistence farming is production is low as the farmers do not use fertilizers for other modern inputs. In intensive subsistence farming, farmers use high doses of biochemicals inputs and irrigation to obtain higher production. Then for primitive, it is a slash and burn agriculture where a patch of land is cleared for and food crops are grown. For intensive, the farmers continue to take maximum output from the limited land. Then primitive, it is done by farmer to sustain their families, especially. Intensive, it is done to earn a livelihood. Primitive, there is no pressure on land, the land remains fertile. Or for intensive, there is immense pressure on land.